Good afternoon. My topic for today is all about motivating oneself and others. I have two intended learning outcomes for today. The first one is to bring out the best in you and to motivate you and others. What's the current education in the new normal? Each of the schools would provide combined or solely electronic classes under the modern standard. There will be training in the use of teaching and learning platforms for teachers and students alike. Regardless of the limitations on the COVID-19 program, the government agencies such as the Commission on Higher Education allowed students to pursue with online learning. Are you ready? Are you motivated to study? First, I want to ask you this question. Who or what makes you motivated in your life? Let's try to find out first. Is it your family? So if they motivate you, treasure them. Is it your friends? Treasure those who accept you as who you are and willing to support you. It could also be your neighbors. So you could make friends with them. Your professors. Have an open communication with them. It could also be your gadgets. So be contented with what you have. And a workspace at home, maybe. Be happy with it. Do you have such skills or talents as a student or an individual that could be your motivation to study? Do you know singing, dancing, spoken poetry, gymnastics, or it could also be a stand-up comedian or doing some TikTok? So if you have this or any of these talents, try to share it with your community, with your classmates, peers, or your institution. That is what we call bringing out the best in you. Show the world that you can. And how to do that? First, know your talent. Think on the time you were the happiest person on earth. When was the last time that you were so filled with bliss? Know what you want to do. Be a dreamer. Step out of your comfort zone. Think that you can. Lead and empower others. And finally, reflect on what you can do and share. That is to bring out the best in you. Motivation is about character. They say, what's your thoughts? They become words. What's your words? They become actions. And what's your actions? They become habits. What's your habits? They become character. And what's your character? They become destiny. I would like to share with you a book that I have read, which I would like to summarize it here based on Steve Chandler and Scott Richardson's thoughts. I really like the way they experience about motivation and about life. And I tried to align it with my own experiences. I want to discuss this one at a time. First, you should know where motivation comes from, or know where motivation comes from. Dwight Eisenhower said that leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something that you want done because he wants to do it. Teach yourself to motivate others and to motivate yourself. Learn how to make things done because you really want to do it and you are not forced to do it. Surround yourself with positive people who can accept you as a person. Always prioritize to be with your family because after all, they are your energizers. The second tip is self-discipline. Self-discipline is remembering what you want, according to David Campbell. Some people may ask you, why do you produce more results? Silently say this to yourself. Self-discipline. Someone asked me 2 weeks ago, why are you so humble even if some people put you down? I just shrugged off my shoulders and I said to myself, self-discipline. If someone brags about many things about himself, silently say this to yourself: self-discipline. Oh, James, why did you get good grades? Then you should know the answer by now. It's self-discipline. Do the right thing. Doing more than one thing at a time produces fear, adrenaline, and anxiety in the human system, and people pick up on that. The mind entertains one thought at a time and only one. The greatest source of stress in the workplace is the mind's attempt to carry many thoughts, many tasks, many worries, and many concerns all at once. The mind cannot do that. Not even Einstein's mind could. Try to focus on one thing, one at a time. Lead from the front. You cannot change people. You must be the change you wish to see in people, according to Gandhi. There is nothing more motivational than leading from the front. What does that mean? Be what you want to see. If you want others to be more positive, be more positive. If you have some homework that your classmates could not do, show them how it's done. If you want them to be on time during virtual classes, show them what punctuality means. Don't get angry. Everything should start from you. If you are a student leader, there are 3 principles of leadership according to Potter. One is example. The second one is example. And the third is example. Know your purpose. Before you came to EACC and enrolled, have you asked yourselves why I'm here? You should know your purpose. Do you really want to finish a degree? And then what? In the middle of your studies, there are many challenges. You will get distracted. And for sure, some people are your problems. And things in your mind create some problems. What's next? I want to quit. Could you easily say that? Go back to your purpose. Go back to those you mentioned that you keep or that keep you motivated. If you have a clear purpose, why do you want to study at EACC? You will never get lost. You may start knowing your purpose now or never. See what's possible. There's no better way to motivate another human being. If your friend has difficulty of doing his or her homework, see what's possible to help. Offer your support. Be a good buddy. This is the only way that you share experiences and also have fun at the same time. And you can find this buddy system only in the School of Education. Be with good people who could motivate others too. Be friendly and start learning those who have positive outlook in life. Why? These people can move mountains. No matter how hard the examination is, no matter how hard to understand math or grammar, they would be there and say, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, let's do it. Avoid those who think so highly of themselves and enjoy learning alone. It's not a problem. That is their personality. Respect them. Enjoy the company of others who say good things with other people. Learn how to communicate. This is true. Be aware of how you are being heard. Communication is the source of trust and respect within a team, an organization, or a class. So let's put all our cards on the table as often as possible. Be honest to your professors, to your fellow students, most especially to your parents. If you have some concerns, questions, or even problems, never post it on social media. I tell you, it will never help you solve your problem. I think it's just a sign of immaturity. Come on, you're no longer a child. Think, communicate your thoughts, and everything shall be fine. When we increase our awareness of communication, communication is enhanced. when we take full responsibility for how we communicate, this organization, your class, this institution is also enhanced. Try to think creatively and productively. So you should learn how to communicate. The next one is score your performance. If you have some performance tasks in your classroom, make sure that you are aware of the rubrics your professor is using or will be using. You should know how you perform. Learn how to ask. There's no harm in asking questions to your professors. Record them in your journal if you can. And if you have some problems or concerns, you should know how to keep them and show them when it is needed. Complaints on grades, on quizzes will never be valid without proof. So start keeping all your performance and your performance tasks together. This creates a wonderful, wonderful sense of being a responsible student and an individual. Another one is to know your strengths. If you have those talents and skills, now it's your strength. Some examples of strengths that you might mention would include enthusiasm, trustworthiness, creativity, discipline, patience. This is really, really necessary nowadays, no? Respectfulness, determination, and dedication. Do you have that? Why would you like to know your strength? Knowing your strengths and weaknesses gives you a better sense of yourself and how you work. Understanding your limitations allows you a better picture of issues that could keep you off. So you can instead try to identify solutions where your vulnerabilities won't drag you out. Use your best time for your biggest challenge. The look on your face alone will motivate others to follow you. So know ahead of time what's your biggest challenge. Set it up to be taken out with massive, unstoppable action while you are at your most resourceful and energetic. That is the ultimate source of leaders, professionals. The feeling of accomplishment you get when you take out the big thing. And use 10 minutes well to appreciate yourself, your friends, your classmates, even your professors, and your parents, your siblings. These are the most important words in the English language. They are free. The 5 most important words, I am proud of you. Is that difficult to tell someone? 4 most important words, what is your opinion? Do not say, this is my opinion, and this is final. You think so? What's the difference? The 3 most important words, if you please, you should know how to say that. And the 2 most important words, thank you. The person would be very happy if he or she hears this word. And 1 most important word, you. Soften your hearts. How can I make it better? How can I make it good? How can I contribute to my friend's life today? How can I make them happier? How can I make it easier for them to access the information? How can I share what I have easily understood from my professors? Soften your hearts. Just like in EACC, we practice the so-called education without. Count yourself in. RDM Dale, a psychologist and an author, says, decide to be at the level of your choice. The level of your choice is to take responsibility for your life and to be in control of your life. Martin Luther said, if a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets. As Michelangelo painted or Beethoven compose music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. So if you are a teacher, do it well to become one. Be enthusiastic, as I mentioned at the beginning. Enthusiastic engagement involves expressing pride in the activities you do and loving them. Enthusiasm involves getting a positive outlook and being happy with seeing something work and chasing your goals. Nothing great was ever created without enthusiasm. Ralph Waldo Emerson, all the world's a stage. You are a great actor on that stage. And don't you know that enthusiasm is contagious? If you are excited about one idea, everyone else will be excited. That's how it works. Always remember Emerson's observation: nothing great was ever created without enthusiasm. So be enthusiastic. Encourage yourself to focus or to concentrate. Here are some tricks and suggestions to get rid of obstacles and pay attention to what you have to do. If you think you are exhausted on something, get your brain primed, calm down the brain before a mission, says Benesky. Understand where you need the attention to be. Unplug in 30 minutes. Take a cup of coffee or tea, play soft music, free your brain from many ideas. Keep learning. Stay on your learning curve. Let your classmates and peers see you learning. Don't show them a know-it-all attitude all the time. Invite them to study with you. They would feel embarrassed or shy to make friends with you. If that is the case, keep learning. Meet deadlines. Deadlines directly impact your time and everyone else. Therefore, they force you to organize your tasks in order of priority so that you're only working on objectives that move you closer to your most meaningful goals. First is to establish a detailed plan, position yourself to meet deadlines, eliminate some bad habits, learn how to say, I can do it now, not to say I can do it later. Assist others to meet deadlines. Maximize your time. Learn how to say no to unnecessary invitations. Build a culture of acknowledgement. One way to motivate others, or one way to motivate others better, is to change the question you ask yourself each day. Instead of, how do I get others to do less of what bothers me? I might want to change that too. What is the best thing I can do to get my whole team, my whole class to do more of what the professors want us to do? Make it happen today. That would be a very good rule of today. The ability to motivate others well flows from the importance that we attach to today. So what can I do today? Make it happen. Be attentive to your classes and listen carefully. You will never go wrong when you listen. Everything lies on your hands. And of course, I always tell this to anyone, most especially to my students. Have the right attitude. You stand to benefit in so many respects by embracing the best attitude, but maybe the greatest part is that it can help you feel better. Problems become much more attainable in life when you are happier. They will have a tremendous impact on your job in the future, day in and day out in life. So as a student now, build a harmonious relationship with everybody, most especially with your institution. Be loyal. Have the right attitude in all aspects. If you are desperate on something, just share it with your best friend. Reflect on it, and that's it. Do not share this on social media because it will only affect you in the future. Believe me, have the right attitude. Enjoy learning how to learn and how to study. Combine the existing studying with the things that you want. Link performance to evidence. Build your own greater insights and Lastly, focus on the now. So I think those are my tips for you, my dear students, that I want you to know them by heart. So start motivating yourself, no, before motivating others. Because if you are motivated, you can easily motivate other people too. So you can only do that if you are positive, enthusiastic, being responsible, and relaxed. Thank you very much and welcome to the School of Education. God bless us all. Thank you.